Well, if you've got fuel problems and you've got a 2020 Defender 8 Can-Am, then you've come to the right place for repairs. So let's grab that camera. Let's go do some filming. What shirt do I want to wear? Oh, it's that one right there. All right, let's go do some filming and editing. Okay, I got a maintenance required light on here. When I give it gas, it dies. The maintenance light went off. Settings, push and hold for 5 seconds, press maintenance. Reset maintenance, hold it, and then exit. Reset. That takes the check engine light off too. Okay. Back to RPMs. Starving for fuel. It's either a fuel pump or a fuel filter. You know the bad thing about these, the timing on these things, it's never right. So let's just get all of our stuff unloaded. Snake box. Well, we found out that it won't stay running. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pull that pin, get this junk all the way up out of our way. Give us more room to work. Hold that pin, you know. Okay, now that pin. Put that pin back in there for safekeeping. Okay, that's going to give us more room to access our top of our pump. This fuel pump right there is going to have to be replaced.
I don't think your mine is four-wheel drive. How you know? I don't think you buy this thing.
Okay, we're going to start out by cleaning the top of that fuel tank really good. Boy, I tell you what, these handy wipes, I never used so many in my life till I got married. They are the ticket, these little handy wipes with alcohol. I use them for anything and everything. So anyway, we're going to start out by cleaning all the dirt off here. We definitely don't want to get dirt down in the top of this tank, through the top of that tank in that hole. So we got to really clean this good. Now the other thing, I've replaced this fuel pump about 2.5 years ago. But boy, I'm rough on this four-wheeler. As far as, when I say rough, I drive the dog out of it. And we've put a lot of gas through this thing in 2.5 years. So I don't think the filter stopped up. I think it's the fuel pump. But we'll see about that, because that's a $300 question. It's about what this fuel pump assembly cost. Okay, clean these hoses a little bit. That's probably one we're going to find anyway, is just trash and fuel. 2020 Can-Am Defender 8. Okay, I think I'm going to roll with that. Now we're going to disconnect the electrical line first. This is the electrical for the fullness of the tank. And we have the fuel line coming into it. Just got to be removed. I don't know why, but that hose clamp came off of there. It vibrated loose, I guess.
How dirty are you getting?
How dirty am I getting?
Yeah. Super dirty at me.
Wow, that fuel's just coming out of the top of that thing.
Let's go.
Very odd.
Yep.
That seems very odd
Yes.
to me. They make a spanner wrench for this as well.
Whoa, oil's coming out?
Oh, yeah, that thing's pressurized.
That thing is wet.
Looks like a vent line. I would just unscrew that. Remember, this one's going back 90 degrees. Remember the orientation on that. That thing is spring loaded, by the way. The way it sits down on the bottom of that tank, it is spring loaded. Okay. We'll come up out of here with this gasket. Everything will be going back new, gasket and all. So there you have it. Now we'll inspect that fuel filter. Pretty good. Pretty simple little job. Oh boy, we got a little bit of maintenance here to do on the fuel gauge float. Didn't realize that it's disconnected. So what I'm gonna do on this gasket, I'm gonna put a little bit. I don't want to put that gasket in there dry. Put a little bit of lithium grease on there. It's never good to put a gasket on dry. Don't take much. Just about that much right there. We'll be in business. Just enough to lubricate it. We'll set that aside. Now we've got to assemble the float mechanism that runs the fuel gauge up front. Well, this float assembly, it's pretty simple to install. It just clips right in place. There you go. Okay, now we're ready to assemble this thing. Like that. Pretty sure that's the right way that turns. Oh yeah, see, that's gonna have a lip on there for sealing. Okay, so we remember this goes to the right, to the passenger seat. This connection here points back to the driver's seat. So we're gonna worm that right on in there, just like that. You gotta remember now that spring, so that goes down to right there. So it's spring loaded. That's the tricky part.
Oh, so tricky.
Huh?
Oh, so tricky.
Tricky, tricky. This is very tricky. I remember doing this before. Gotta hold your mouth just right. Just like that. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That thing's threaded right. Okay, that's about tight enough. There you go. All done. Oh, that was cute. It's fun doing this one-handed. Okay. Found my cotter pin. Never fails, you drop a tool down in there. Usually it hangs up where you can't find it on the frame. But not this time. All right. That's the end of that tune, boys. Here we go. Let's try it out. Well, we got to load it back up with all our junk first. Got to put our snake box back in. We're fixing to go on a rattlesnake hunt. Hatchet for cutting their heads off. It's amazing how much junk you can collect in back of a four-wheeler. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Let's go catch some rattlesnakes. Okay, the moment of truth. This is what we all hope for, is the start after troubleshooting. Hey, look at there. Jack's ready to go for a ride. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go, boy. Here we go, here we go. Let's go for a ride, boy. You know, sometimes we have to take a pause and repair some of the equipment that goes down. Now we're ready to go on that snake hunt, so here's a sneak peek of what we found. And you're just going to see how far that snake can strike. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and you won't miss a rattle.